Alright, welcome back to Gregtech 6 in 10 minutes. In the last episode, we got a wonderful new Crucible that I've thrown away already. Why? Because it contained... It wasted our bronze, and it did not do what it should have done. And I got mining fatigue now. Oh, I'm dying from this? I'm dying from eating too many blueberries. We're having a heart attack, bro. Bro, that's not great. Maybe we shouldn't have eaten too many blueberries. Now we're dead. Anyway, check out how slow this looks and how crazy this screen is. This is Minecraft but methcraft. Anyway, these bronze scraps will come in handy, but they're not particularly useful right now. We should have enough to make 7 ingots worth of bronze from these. So, why are these useful? What are they going to be used for? What is this thing? What? Tantalum hafnium carbide. I cannot read that because there's stuff in the way, but I'm assuming that's tantalum hafnium carbide. Yeah. That is. It says it on the other thing. Okay, so this should be enough for like 7 ingots of stuff. If you get a mortar and pestle, you can turn that back into stuff. But basically, I threw my crucible into here because the bronze crucible is worse than this crucible. Which, I mean, hey, that's just how the cookie crumbles. There's also the stone crucible if you want to go for like really on the verge of exploding and doom. But this carbon one, that's the one I want to get. Carbon plate needs a nanoscale fabricator. And you can only get these in like LV. Can you get these in LV? I don't know. We'll find out. Basically, what we need to do is we need to make a thingy. Right here. We need to make iron into steel. And to do this, we need magnetite. And we also need carbon, ashes, and limestone. This is all the stuff we're going to need for making the actual stuff. You need limestone dust, and if you don't have limestone dust, there are some ways you can get it. One of the ways is by mining. Now, to get limestone dust in quantities that I want limestone dust, by the way, dust. So you want limestone dust, right? You can get this by doing different things. You can limestone berries, blah, blah, blah. Anvil, rocks, limestone dust. I wouldn't recommend it. What I recommend is probably just mining, because you can get this stuff from mining stuff. Honestly, I don't see why this is not a bad recipe, maybe. The one on the anvil. Well, I see why it's a bad recipe, because you break the anvil every 5 seconds. Yeah, I don't really feel like it's a good idea to be smashing limestone on that. I think you can do it by just smashing the limestone with a hammer. Get rocks. Wait, what? Yeah, that would give you rocks, but that wouldn't give you the stuff. Duh. Okay, well, let's throw this stuff into the bin. Sweet. Okay. We're going to go ahead and chopticate all this, and then we're going to chopticate it some more on the anvil. So we're going to just throw all this onto here. Break our anvil. We still have 12 limestone rocks. You see how fast that thing broke anyway? And it gave us all of this garbage. Like a lot of black granite rocks. Which are not useful. But it did give us a couple pieces of limestone dust. Which is not enough. Like actually not enough. For much. Oh wait, these are 4. So like they give you... Okay, 19. Would it work if I just threw it in the crucible? Hey bro, you want limestone? Does limestone pebbles count? Does that count for anything? I don't know. I don't know. So in combination smelting, you will need to have a carbon source like coal does and hematite does. Getting iron from combination smelting, you can use basaltic mineral sand and coal does. Gets you it. Basically what we have right now is just the same thing as that. What are these? Carbon does. Ashes I don't think work for that, or do they? Do they work for that? I think it does work for that. We'll see about that in a second. Magnetite plus carbon dust will work. But I don't know about ashes. coal dust works. Certainly. We might have to go get coal for this episode. Or next episode. Whatever episode happens. Carbon dust. You can make vanadium magnetite dust in the iron ingot straight away. Here's just the carbon ingot and some... If you add in flux, it makes it easier, I guess, as far as carbon costs go. Oh. So you don't really need the limestone dust, but you can use it if you want to. Okay, that makes sense. And then these are not useful. For now. They're basically useless for right now. So we'll keep that in mind for the future. So I need to go up into the mountains again for another episode of mountains exploration and stuff and things to get coal. This time coal is what we need instead of the other stuff. The coal you can get from actually melting oil shell or like burning oil shell in the actual gas the furnace, not the gas centrifuge. Gas furnace? What am I even saying? You can just burn oil shale and then you'll get coal and stone dust. We found this out. It's kind of weird because like I wouldn't expect to get the extra stuff out of that or like to even get the oil shale to burn. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense that it burns, but like I wouldn't expect to be able to get coal out of it. Like, wait, what? I'm getting coal out of this? Wouldn't the coal burn away? What? Yeah, it seems that you actually get coal from it once it stops burning. It leaves behind coal, which is weird. But it could be useful because we could just power it with this, get coal out of it. This is the oil shell, by the way. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for pure coal. And this is not... This is gypsum in the mountain. And I completely missed that when I found the oil shale. I was like, oil shale, what's that? That's interesting. Like, we found oil shale. I never found that before. Like, what? What is this used for? What is this? Yeah, let's keep going. I believe we'll get to the coal pretty soon. Here it is. This is coal. Looks a little dark to be coal, like brownie, brown colored. Yeah, it is coal though. It is not pure coal coke. You can find, I think you can find coal coke in the ground. That would be from probably burning all of the coal under the ground. That's the interesting thing is that if you burn coal without oxygen, in the real world even, you will just get coal coke. That is how coal coke is made. You're welcome. For now you know that useless fact. It is not useful. Probably not. You're probably never going to use that. Unless you're trying to make coal coke in your backyard for some reason. But it's coal coke is basically almost pure carbon. It is still kind of impure from what I understand. But I don't know. Personally, I never think it's impure. To make charcoal, you can also burn the wood without oxygen as well. Or just burn wood in general, but it's it's not really more complicated. It's just like you just burn it without oxygen. Like you can literally burn wood in a barrel and it will turn into charcoal usually. But the idea is that you just burn it and leave behind the carbon and don't produce any carbon dioxide or you try not to produce that as a byproduct or any of the carbon byproducts that are made with oxygen. Because basically you can make sulfur oxides by burning sulfur and oxygen. And so the idea is that because the coal contains sulfur and stuff like that when it comes out of the ground, because coal is made from dead dinosaurs and stuff like that, basically, yeah, you're just burning out the extra stuff that those dead dinosaurs had, like the calcium and the other stuff like that, into the oxygen that, well, not really. No oxygen there. You're just burning that away. You can also get an excellent view of the base from the mountain, by the way. At least I think it's the idea is that you're burning it away. Maybe it is burning with oxygen. And that is how you get the extra stuff. I don't think it is, though. But the goal would be to burn it without burning the coal. To get the actual sulfur to burn and not the coal. Because then you would just end up with pure carbon left over. Yeah, I'm going to have to dodge some skeletons, I think. And some spiders. And some... Oh, crap. I'm about to die. I'm gonna die. I brought not enough... There's a skeleton on my base. There's a skeleton on the base. Bro, dude. Oh, crap. It's worse. It's worse than that, dude. It's worse than that. I forgot to bring the bed. That's why we're having this problem right here. We're gonna have a problem right here. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, I'm probably gonna survive maybe. Trying to eat my pork chop, bro. Okay, let's hope they get caught in the thorn bushes or something.